Hello and welcome back to Ultima 7, the Blackgate and Forge of Virtue. So, we need to go speak to Penumbra, who we haven't met, but whose house we have been to, and was we were turned away by a magically locked door, but not the usual type of magical lock. Anyways, we were trying to get there last time, and it turned out that the reagent that I was missing was mandrake root, which is strange because I specifically remember seeing it in my bag outside of my reagents. So I don't know what happened there. I do know that sometimes there are items that disappear. I don't know if it's the item specifically or whatever, so it might have been some sort of bug, or I might be wrong, or I might have just used all the mandrake root and didn't realize it. Anyways, we have it now, so let's try to get to Penumbra. I haven't actually checked this, but Spark has our virtue stones. Whoops. I think it was yellow. Whoops. There we go. Hey, we made it. And we're hungry. Okay, let's read this first. Let's get ourselves organized. That's better, I guess. It's not really better. Okay. Alright, I do have my runic alphabet handy. So... either H or TH, A, M, M, E, R. So, right, we've read this before, so this must be H, hammer. That's right, we've read this before, actually. So, hammer, H, E, R, E, hammer here, T, O, 2, E, N, to enter, T, E, R, hammer here to enter. So, what I think we need to do is place a hammer down on the plaque, or close to the plaque, or whatever. And I think we have one somewhere. The gang's also hungry, so now's a good time to feed them, I guess. See, here's the mandrake root that I bought, but I'm sure I already had some here outside of my reagent pack. Oh, I thought I had a hammer. I guess I don't. Okay, oops. Iolo. All gold, that a boy. Spark, nothing good, at least in this case. Shimino. Ooh, we're running low on food. We better go hunting again. We probably have some more food somewhere to Duper. Do you have any food? You do. You have a steak. That can go to Iolo. Look at all these potions we don't need, too. Let's get rid of these. Whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I did it again. Why does that keep happening? Oh, it's because I see what I'm doing. I'm putting them by the plaque, and that's triggering it to basically say, like, nope, that doesn't work. because I need to put a hammer down instead. Jana, do you have any food? No. Or a hammer? No. The two-handed hammer isn't gonna work. Weird, I swear we had a hammer. Okay, alright. Well, you know what, I bet we could probably find a hammer, in Castle. Well, I wonder if like a gavel. I can't think of a hammer in this game, but I can think of a gavel, which I bet we could find at Castle Britain. So let's check that out. Let's go back whence we came. Would he have one in his office? Seems possible. Oh, what am I doing? We've read this. I hope. I'm just assuming we've read this because I try to clear everything out, reading and talking wise as we go. Ah, aha. A gavel. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Let's see. Spark? No, not help. Come on. Does this work? I truly don't remember. No, it does not. Okay. Do I have to use it on it? Alright, so that does not work. I do need to find a hammer somewhere. That's too bad. Alright, I still feel like my best chance is in Britain. So I'm gonna go back. Whoops. One more time. Well, maybe one more time. Whence I came. I truly do not remember how to solve this, so I'm gonna go somewhere where I think I might find a hammer, and the place I'm going to choose is the, I don't know what you call this place, shipwright place here. Tools, there's a saw. That didn't work. Did I find? I swear I had a hammer. Put it on the ship already? Definitely don't need all of that. That's food. Whoops. Boots either. Oops, no, I do want that. Alright, where else might I find a hammer? Hmm. I would guess a blacksmith. So let's go see Minion. We won't even do training right now. Oh man. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely on the right track. This is where we are going to find, well, maybe not Minions specifically, but we are going to find a hammer at a blacksmithery. Not this one, though, apparently. Is there a blacksmith in Britain? I can't think of one if there is. He would probably be... probably be down with Coop. Otherwise, I could take the magic carpet somewhere. Yeah, there is, because I can remember the anvil. I just never go in there. Oh, it's not an anvil, it's a sword. It's not helpful. Well, search for a hammer continues. I think we'll find one in Minok. Let's go to Minok. Excuse me. Okay, straight north, basically. Awesome music. Rare music. I don't get this very often. Okay, I'm pretty sure we'll find a hammer here somewhere. I believe this is the blacksmith. Really? You don't have a hammer either? You must. Whoops. Okay, that's a bummer. Owen? Yeah, I know you're dead. But did you have a hammer? You're building ships, I mean... You should have. Doesn't look like it. Ooh! But I will take all that fish. Turns out we could use that fish. Flounder? What? Flounder, yeah. Alright. Well, it's not a hammer, but it's useful. That was the flounder, I think. Oh, it could totally be in a barrel. Oh. We tried that before, but I guess not. Oh, guys. Alright. No hammer. What about the mines? Surely we could find a hammer in the mines. Oh, Ceramide, come on. The mining company was south of Minok? The mill. This is the Minok mine. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hey. Ooh. Fun. Have I not been here? It seems wild if I haven't been here. Wow. That's a lot of gold I just picked up. We just picked up. Excuse me. Ooh, am I full? Here, Spark. You take the venom. A sneering man watches as you approach. His eyes shift back and forth suspiciously. Name. I am Mikos. Job. I am foreman of the Minok mine. Minok? He spits on the ground. A pox on them! Down here I am safe from all of their arguing. Next they will be killing each other. Excuse me. Mine? This mine is run by the Britannian Mining Company. It is inside what was once the dungeon Covitus. They mine for iron ore, lead, and other minerals, which highly trained miners and special mining machinery. With highly trained miners and special mining machinery. Miners? Currently, most of the miners are away as the machines are being repaired. Right now, we have 2 engineers, Owings and Malloy, down in the branch of the main tunnel. In a branch of the main tunnel. Do not disturb them, for they are involved in a special project. We also have a gargoyle, Fotis, who is helping to maintain a semblance of the mine's usual operations. Owings and Malloy? Miko shakes his head slowly. I am not sure where the Britannian Mining Council found them. Machinery? This place is full of machinery that is very dangerous if thou dost not know what thou art doing. Thou dost not wish to see what one of those digging contraptions can do to a man if he gets too close. Why? Do not wander around down here, my lord. Thou shouldst leave right away. Yeah, I bet. I just found a bunch of silver... Ooh, I'll take that, thank you. Just found a bunch of silver serpent venom in the crates right by the front door. So, if that's right by the front door, there's probably some other fun stuff in here. Really, I'd love a hammer, though. Just want a hammer. What are these? Jar, thanks, okay. Ooh! Guess it is worth it to check these things. Okay, Spark, I don't know where you are. Let's put the venom with the food. Just make sure you keep these separate, Shimino. Nothing. Oh, come on. Ooh. Oh, shoot. It's locked by magic. If only there was someone who could unlock it. Like us. Whoops. Too far. Let's go. Can't believe we didn't come to the Minok mine. How did I miss that? I wonder if they have a hammer back here. Ooh, magic gorget? Sparks all magic doubt. Do praise not. Ooh, Ceremon's not even close. Okay, Ceremon, you can have it. That was the second one. Right, okay. Little bits of gold. I don't wanna. Where does this take? Is that an exit? What? Where are we now? Oops, that wasn't what I meant to do. Oh. The Britannian Mining Council has a what is it? Yeah, I think this is a secret entrance. That's my guess, anyways. Since that door was magically locked, well, let's see what's out here. Oh, right by Owens. Okay. Interesting. Something nearby. Oh, rat. Get it. Oh, give me a break. Alright, switching over to the keypad. Oh. Hello, you must be the gargoyle he was telling us about. You see a wingless gargoyle with a terrible skin disease. It looks as if his face is falling off in patches. Name. To be named Fotis. Job. To be a digger in the mines. To be looking for iron ore and lead and the secret ore. A wave of delirium passes over the gargoyle. To be going back to work now. Mikos, to be working hard. To have no need to give me any more of the silver fluid. Silver fluid? To need the venom. To have more venom. Secret ore? To be called Black Rock. Black Rock? To be the lode located in a hidden area of the mine. The gargoyle's eyes roll up into his head. He is obviously sick. Bye. To be going back to work now. Mikos! So you are drugging people to work tirelessly in the mines? Or something to that effect anyways, with silver serpent venom. Not cool, Mikos. It's nothing. Oh, come on. Oh, son. Oh. D. E-A-D-E-N-D. Dead end. Okay. What? That rat really got me, did it? Right, I think that's the thing with the armor in this game, if I remember correctly. It's like armor decreases your chance of getting hit, but when you do get hit, it's actually, whoops, I went way too far. It's actually still quite a big hit. So it means things like rats and wolves can actually still do quite a bit of damage to you, because if they hit, it's still significant. It's just less likely that they will hit. I could be wrong about that, but I believe that's the case. Now, we're running out of time here. Oh my god. Rat. Turns out it was a dead end. Back. Hey, more silver serpent venom. Jeez, we're gonna get a ton of gold from these. These are 50 a piece, I believe. Hey, more company. Okay, let's talk to these two and then we'll finish off. You see before you a short, roly-poly man with a pompous smirk on his face. He is holding a lantern in one hand and a dirty spoon in the other. Name? My name is Malloy. Pleased to make thine acquaintance. Malloy bows politely. Malloy's face carries an exasperated smirk. My partner over there is Owings, he says, pointing to Owings, the skinny man digging away next to him. Where are thy manners? Say hello to our visitor. Hello there, says Owings, giving you a big smile. The front of his mining helmet falls down over his eyes. Blinded, he gropes the air around him. Malloy shakes his head sadly. Job. Owings and myself are working as mining engineers, a position we were fortunate enough to have acquired quite recently. Oh yeah? Excuse me. We are working on a special project for the Britannian Mining Company. That is absolutely right, Malloy, says Owings. He gives a big nod which causes his helmet to fall down over his eyes again. Tell me about this special project. Owings and myself are now involved in a very important special project, but it is a secret. Can we trust thee? Of course, you just met me. The Britannian Mining Company has asked me to dig a tunnel to New Magintia. It will revolutionize the mining industry. They do not want anybody to find out about it. They said that bringing more mining equipment over here would just make people suspicious. So they told us to start by using these spoons, Owing says. Owing proudly holds up his spoon to show it to you. He smiles. Yes, it was such a special project, they told us we were the only ones they could think of who would even attempt to do such a thing. Malloy beams proudly. Well, come on, Owings. We had best get back to work. We have a schedule to meet. Schedule? Owings, have a look at that schedule and find out how we're doing. Owings bends over and goes to pick up a very large scroll. As he touches the tip of it, he sends it rolling away down the mine shaft. As it rolls away, it is unraveling, leaving a lengthy trail of paper behind it. Owings chases after it, but it succeeds in doing little else but tangling up his legs on the long roll of the paper. When at last he has the other end, it is an unreadable mess. Give me that, says Malloy as he snatches a piece of the scroll away. He examines it for a moment. According to this, we shall be finished in 173 years. Owings, we have to start working faster. The two of them go back to digging with their spoons. As they dig, Malloy turns to Owings and says, This is another fine mess thou hast gotten me into. Tunnel? Malloy looks at you and puts a finger to his lips. Shh! I ask thee not to speak of this to anyone. And mining engineers. My partner and I are not exactly mining engineers. Although we did travel to Minuk to become miners, we came here with a map. It was a map that the funny man dressed like the Avatar sold us. That is correct. But when we got here, we discovered that the Britannian Mining Company owned the rights to this area of land already. That funny man dressed like the Avatar lied to us. Owings scratches his head thoughtfully. The Britannian Mining Company wanted to throw us in the prisons of you for claim jumping. I was able to convince them that we would be more valuable to the Britannian Mining Company if we could come to work for them. Malloy beams proudly. Funny man. Someone told us his name. Let me see if I can remember it. Sullivan, I think it was. Sullivan, eh? Funny name for an avatar, but there thou art. And what about this map? We paid nearly 100 gold pieces for that map. It was supposed to lead to a spot of valuable minerals found over 100 years ago. It was a terrific investment. The map was an antique, but it looked like it could have been more than a few years old. Thou dost not see preservation like that every day. Okay, bye, Malloy. Both Malloy and Owings stop what they're doing and give you a friendly goodbye wave. Before you is a skinny man with a silly smile on his face. He is holding a lantern in one hand and a dirty spoon in the other. Name. My name is Owings, he says, giving you a rapid up and down handshake. Pleased to meet thee. Thou dost already know my partner, Malloy. Job. I do what he does. Owings jerks his thumb towards Malloy, digging away next to him. The fat man is trying to chisel through the rock wall using only a spoon. Owings' thumb hits him in the back. Malloy looks over at you and gives you a friendly wave as he goes to stand up. As he does this, he bumps his head. There is a loud knocking noise. He says, "Oh!" very loudly. His cry echoes through the length of the mine shaft. You can feel dust from the cracks in the ceiling settling on your shoulder. Owings suddenly looks very nervous and throws both of his arms over his head. There's a terrible rumble, and you feel the ground beneath you start to shake. After a moment, the tremor subsides. Both of them look very relieved. Malloy puts one hand up to his bruised head and feels around on the ground with the other. He eventually finds and picks up a metal mining helmet. He gingerly places it over his head, which appears to still be causing him pain. You can see that the top of Malloy's head barely fits into it. Allow me to rephrase that. I do what he does, except I always wears me helmet. With that, Owings gives a big nod, throwing his head up and down. This causes his helmet to fall down over his eyes. Malloy looks over at you and Owings, giving both of you an incredulous pouting grimace. Eyes. You reach up and tip Owings' helmet back so that it's no longer covering his eyes. He smiles at you thankfully. He takes off his helmet to scratch the top of his head. He puts it back on and it immediately tilts back down over his eyes. Malloy watches this, smirks, and slowly shakes his head. Helmet. Mikos, the foreman of this mine, told us to always wear a helmet. It is very important. The two of us even sent a mining helmet to Lord British. A funny man dressed like the Avatar told us how Lord British had been hit in the head with a falling object twice, so we sent a helmet to him. It appears Malloy can no longer stand being left out of the conversation. It was mine idea to send Lord British the helmet, he says proudly. While we have not yet heard back from him about it, I am sure he will find some way to thank us. Malloy's helmet falls off and he stands there a long time before regaining composure to pick it up again. Tremor. Owings puts his hand on your shoulder and puts a finger up to his lips. Shh! Be very quiet. This is an old tunnel. Mikos, the foreman, says that any loud sudden noise could trigger a cave-in. Malloy goes back to digging. The exertion from his work causes his helmet to fall off. He sighs, picks it up, puts it back on, and goes back to work. Almost immediately it falls off again. He puts it back on. It falls off. He puts it back on. Malloy grunts and sighs. It falls off. Dejected, he puts it back on. This happens again and again, so many times that it is almost painful to watch. Finally, Malloy just lets the helmet lie there and throws a tantrum. He trembles and bites into his hand to keep from crying out in frustration. Owings steps up to Malloy and puts his finger to his lips. Shh! Looking down, Owings sees Malloy's helmet on the ground. Dost thou not remember Mikos telling thee to always wear thine helmet? He says. Owings picks it up and dusts it off. He pushes it down on top of Malloy's sore head, causing Malloy to wrinkle his face in pain. No need to thank me. Owings says. With that, he nods his head up and down, causing the front of his helmet to fall down over his eyes. He reaches out with his arms blindly. Malloy looks over at Owings and at you, giving you both a pouting grimace. Eyes. Yeah, okay, we did this. Oh, thank God. Oh, no, Owings' helmet. Thou art a kind person to fix mine helmet for me, Owings says, giving you a big grin. You see Malloy look very suspiciously at Owings' helmet. Thou art wearing mine hat! He lets out a growling humph and snatches Owings' helmet off his head. Malloy removes his helmet, casually tossing it to the ground. He then puts Owings' helmet on. It fits him perfectly. Malloy flashes you both a big condescending smile. With a curt nod, he turns to go back to work. Owings looks at Malloy and then back at you. He is very confused. That was not very nice, Malloy. Thou didst take mine hat. Owings' face is covered with a large frown. His lower lip starts to tremble. Mine hat. Owings reaches over and takes the mining helmet off Malloy's head so carefully that he does not notice. Owings puts the helmet back on with a little sneaky laugh of triumph. Pointing to the hat, he taps Malloy on the back to let him know what he's done. Malloy stops digging and goes to stand up. As he does, he hits his head on the ceiling. Once again, it makes a loud knocking noise. Malloy says, "Oh!" After shaking his head clear, he slowly steps towards Owings. He's quite angry, so angry that he does not notice that he has stepped into the other helmet and is stuck on his foot. Taking his spoon, he whaps Owings in the nose with it. Upon getting hit in the nose, Owings jerks his head back, causing his helmet to fall off. "Oh, mine helmet!" he cries. Malloy is so angry that he can no longer contain himself. "That is not thine helmet! That is mine helmet!" he shouts. This sends a thunderous echo down the mine shaft. You can feel a shower of falling dust and rocks. There is a low rumble and an ominous vibration of the earth. Owings and Malloy are so scared that in their panic they run right into each other. Malloy's foot, the one with the helmet stuck on it, slides out from under him and he lands on his posterior. Both cover their heads in anticipation of a massive cave-in. Cave-in. After a few moments of fearful anticipation, the tremor subsides. The tunnel is still standing, none the worse for wear. "I thought I was done for," says Owings. With that, a large piece of rock falls from the ceiling and lands squarely on Owings' head. It makes a loud knocking noise. Owings starts to pout and cry very childishly. Malloy points at Owings and laughs until tears run down his face. Glancing up at the ceiling, Malloy starts feeling around for his helmet. Finally, feeling underneath himself, he pulls out his helmet, on top of which he had fallen. Looking at the hat, Malloy discovers that his bulk has crumpled it. It is ruined. He puts it on anyway, looking most ridiculous, and his tears of laughter turn to tears of sorrow. Now both of them break down into fits of childish bawling. Malloy looks at Owings and says, "This is another fine mess thou hast gotten us into." And bye. Owings and Malloy, both unable to stop their crying, wave goodbye. Thank God that is over. Alright. Well, we went over because of that stooge-like those stooge-like shenanigans there. So we'll stop here and pick up our search for a hammer next time. See you then.